It's a beautiful Sunday morning here at South Lake Tahoe. Going to be heading for Auburn. Let's see what the weather here is.
Clear. Temperature 12 Celsius. Dew point 03 Celsius. Altimeter 3023. Remarks. Density altitude 7,100. Lake Tahoe Airport. Automated weather observation 1552 Zulu. Wind 040 at 05. Visibility 10.
As we came in. So we're favoring the north runway, runway 36 here at South Lake Tahoe. Tahoe Valley Airport. It's Tango Victor Lima. Used to have a working tower here. And if you think that Oregon controllers and tower personnel are mellow, Lake Tahoe Airport, good afternoon. They're very mellow here. But they're gone. They decommissioned it, and even the trees have grown up around the tower. So I still got the camera in the front window because it's beautiful. And we're going to see, we'll have the sun on our back pretty much on the way to Auburn, so we'll be able to see some good sights. And we'll do the run-up and then stick around for the ride. Okay, the all-important checklist is complete. And this will probably be my last flight before annual, or maybe second to the last. So it's too beautiful out to not go over the lake and maybe see Emerald Bay, maybe take some still pictures. So that's what we're doing. South Lake Tahoe traffic, Twin Cessna 3318Q back. Taking runway 36, departing the area over the lake, South Lake Tahoe. All right, time. Transponder 1200, check.
South Lake Tahoe traffic, 6 Charlie Echo is 12 miles to the east. We'll be maneuvering to enter a right downwind runway 18, South Lake Tahoe.
Winds are favoring 36 here for Tahoe, 1 Quebec, Twin Cessna taking off.
We don't land that runway. We'll be right downwind runway 18, Falcon 886 Charlie Echo.
Oh yeah, you got a Falcon. You got it. Wish I was in it. Alright. Falcon jet. Didn't hear that. Alright, and the high altitude airport, you got to make sure everything is running good. And we go. So we're looking for 100 on the airspeed. Now you have a high density airport, your airspeed is going to be less than your ground speed, so especially on a hot day. But there's 80 already, 90, and there's 100. Gently pull off the runway, tap the brakes. And Falcon Jet inbound Tahoe, Twin Cessna upwind for 36. We're going to stay below 7,000.
All right, roger that. Falcon 886 Charlie Echo is looks like we're about 5 miles to the east, and we'll be crossing midfield for right downwind runway 18. It's just Tahoe traffic.
And Tahoe traffic, Twin Cessna 1 Quebec upwind 36. Going to go over the lake, over Emerald Bay, and then westbound below 7,000.
You going over Fallen Leaf?
Oh, yes we are, ma'am. All right, so we're going to pull the power back here, turn off the fuel pumps one at a time. It's, I say this a lot, but it's a little hazy.
No wind.
Hey, Falcon Jet, just for my information, why do you guys not land runway 36?
Just for terrain avoidance, try to keep a margin of safety.
Yeah, it's a heck of a good idea. Okay, so here's straight ahead, Highway 50 below us. There's the casino area. Heavenly Valley to our right, but we're not going to be able to see that right now. I don't want to take other pictures right now. So, pretty hazy. Let's turn away. There's a small plane here in front of us. Try to get him in the picture. He's not talking to anybody. Looks like he's a float plane. You should be able to see him right in front of us. And he's probably going over to Homewood.
Oh.
And we're passing him up. Look, it's a seaplane. He might be landing. And I'll just waggle the wings at him so he knows we saw him. And then we'll turn towards Emerald Bay. The lake is smooth as glass this morning. Still quite a bit of snow in the mountains. Not as much, of course, on the southerly exposure, but quite a bit on the northerly exposure.
Wow.
Might make a couple passes at Emerald Bay. I want to get a photograph of it.
Tahoe traffic, Falcon 886 Charlie Echo is right base runway 18.
Is that him?
Tahoe traffic.
No, that's not him. Possibly, but not likely. Well, Emerald Bay straight ahead. That is him. That is Falcon.
Okay. Emerald Bay's over there.
Yeah, I got the Falcon jet in sight. Good looking plane. So I'm going to turn a little bit towards the burn area. And then I'm going to roll out on Emerald Bay. I have my Nikon in my hand. I'm going to take I can take the still picture straight ahead. That's a beautiful
Tahoe
sight.
traffic, Falcon 886 Charlie Echo is turning final runway 18, about a 4-mile final.
I was turning away from it. There's a steep turn. Drop the wing. I got about 10 seconds to take the picture. And we'll turn away from the hills. I say hills, but in Tahoe, that's an understatement.
Boy, that lake's full.
We're in the Sierras. Yeah, the lake is full. It's very rare that it's this full. So we're going to make a big turnaround here.
Tahoe traffic, 886 Charlie Echo, short final runway 18, Tahoe traffic.
So the Falcon jet likes to land over the lake like the big guys do. There's a lake next to Emerald Bay.
I think those are waterfalls right there.
Yeah, I see waterfalls there.
Wow. Wonder what this one is.
Lake Aloha
Fallen
is,
Leaf there?
no, that's not Fallen Leaf.
Not that one, over there.
No, that is Fallen Leaf Lake straight ahead.
Is it? Oh, look at those falls.
Yep, and there are the falls.
Oh.
Let me get a picture of that. So there's Fallen Leaf Lake straight ahead. And the falls coming down are pretty dramatic looking.
Wow.
And the beauty of a twin Cessna at full power is the ability to climb. There's also a lake up here, which is at the headlands of Fallen Leaf Lake Falls. And I think it's called Lake Aloha. It might still be snow covered.
There's Desolation Wilderness too.
Yeah,
up
that'll
here.
be there too.
Oh.
That's a pretty sight. Yeah, you know the lake up here at the headlands for the headwater for the Fallen Leaf Lake, it is frozen over.
Really?
It's all covered with snow. That road might still be closed. So
Got some heat?
I'll turn the heat on. Beautiful view straight ahead. Still a lot of snow here. It's the weekend before Memorial Day.
There's some of that funky colored blue ice.
Right, that blue that you see
That's
in
a
the
lake.
lakes are because the ice is so dense the light can't pass it. A lot of people think it's for lack of oxygen, but that's not true. Oh, and this, wow, this is beautiful up here. Snapping away pictures. They don't do justice for the beauty, though. You really have to see it. So our course back to Auburn is straight ahead. We'll go through this saddleback.
72 past 28.3 for 240. Descending is 230, Mike 2672.
Oak Center, morning, Southwest 4787, 17,190. 250, so 4787.
All right, 2403, clear direct Modesto.
Direct Modesto, Rising 2403, thanks.
See a little miniature avalanche to our right.
Oh, yeah.
200.
All right, 2403, roger.
That is all she wrote for the snow on this summit. Oakland Center, Twin Cessna 331 in Quebec, just departed Tahoe for Auburn, VFR request. So let's go.
VFR calling for flight following, say again the call sign.
November 3318 Quebec. Those frozen lake.
3318 Quebec, squawk 3740. Type aircraft and destination, please.
3740 on the squawk, 331 Quebec, Skyline 320 slant India for Auburn. We're probably, 12 west of South Lake Tahoe.
Roger.
So there's a lake in front of us. What lake might that be, per se? That is L-O-O-N, Loon Lake. Wow, that's a beautiful shot. I got a picture of that one.
Southwest 4787, contact Oakland Center 119.
Partially frozen,
19, 3/4, Southwest 47.
partially not frozen.
13 Quebec, radar contact 10 miles south of Squaw Valley, showed 8,300. Sacramento altimeter 29901.
20 Quebec, Roger, and the full call sign November 3318 Quebec.
Number 3318 Quebec, roger.
That's a PG&E lake. Oh, my gosh.
Wow, there's a dam there. It's full and it's ice.
Look at the burn.
Yeah, the burn. And we are pretty much done with the snow here. Loon Lake, kind of where the snow line is. Amazingly, it's frozen over. And there's no more snow after this. So next stop, Auburn. Well, we're getting the weather.
Oh,
Auburn Municipal Airport, automated weather observation.
Here's a burn area.
16 Zulu weather.
oh, so sad. Look,
Visibility,
they cut this all down.
0.
Horizon 2403, contact
below
North Approach
123,000.
123.7.
Temperature.
I got the weather in Auburn, wind calm.
Horizon 2403.
So there's a burn area that the wife wanted me to circle over.
Sorry, number 50 Tango Golf. Contact NorCal Approach.
They've taken it all down.
125.
Well, at least they're logging it.
Yes, they are.
25-4 for 50 Tango Golf, thank you.
So I believe that they log the burn areas before the
Bugs.
bugs and the trees go bad. There's a clear area of cut here, and then a clear area of burn. They're probably doing it in segments. So now we're going to continue the U-turn, the 360, but we're going into the sun, so you have to exclude the glare for a minute. As I roll out, I'm going to tighten up the turn. and roll out on these.
That's a river down there.
Yeah, the river's down there. They probably, there's white water straight ahead too.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit of bumps.
Look, it crossed all the way across.
So here's the,
Wow.
I'm going to roll out right now a bunch of stack of logs. Look like toothpicks, but there are no toothpicks there.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's a big burn. I don't know which burn this was.
That was one from Placerville.
Yeah, but we're nowhere near Placerville.
That's what I'm telling you.
Not the King Fire, you don't know the name of it?
Yes,
King
I
Fire?
think King Fire.
Well, Auburn is straight ahead, so that was a little diversion, a little ring around the rosy. We're 20 miles from Auburn now, and we're in the canyons area. And as I have said in the past, this is not a recommended route and altitude for a single-engine aircraft due to the proximity. There's whitewater below us. I don't know what river. That's the North Fork of the American River, I believe. Anywho, so because of the rugged terrain around us, lack of a safe landing area, do not try this in a single-engine aircraft. This is a beautiful canyon here where the American River runs. I'm going to take a right turn and then a left turn around this outcropping here. There's a river just showed itself below us. Put the nose down a little bit. And there's PG&E substation there with wires across the canyon very low. No wires in our area. There's a road there.
Look at that.
There's some sort of a little bitty dam below us. Not sure what this is. We might be leading this up to Lake Clementine. And we're pretty much at pattern altitude for Auburn now, so we're going to stop descending here and just continue. Let's see where this river leads us. It's a joy to be able to have confidence in your aircraft with two engines and be able to fly and see the beauty of the earth here this low. But I'll repeat it for the 15th time. Do not try this in a single. Unless you have a whole lot of forward airspeed and you can get over the ridge here and keep going downhill. Even then, I wouldn't do it.
Oh, wow. The little house down there.
Well, we're 9 miles out. I'm going to predict that Lake Clementine might show itself around a couple of these bends. There's some white water
Look at that.
right below us. Wow, with big old rocks showing. And we're continuing to follow the river. And I don't have Lake Clementine on the map, and I'm not even sure it's here, but I'm guessing. Now we got to make a sharp left to follow the river.
You probably should come up on the confluence, so.
Well, the rivers, follow the river. When you're lost in the mountains, I always tell you to follow the river downstream. You should leave the civilization. Wow, white water. Now I'm going to jump over, I'm not going to follow the river, I'm going to jump over this ridge here. There's the old dam quarry, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, the river looks very wide at this spot here. I don't see any road access. I'm not sure this is a put-in place for the rafters.
Auburn traffic, Stinson 50249, taking the runway 25, holding short for departing traffic.
If that's the quarry, this might be the middle fork.
Neutral traffic, Sky Alpha 227 Papa.
Confluence should be over there.
2.5 miles of runway 2, left 45, runway 2. Not true.
All right, so what just came into the picture
Neutral
here?
There's a
traffic, Sky
confluence
Alpha
right down there.
227 Papa.
There's a confluence straight ahead, down
Neutral
below.
traffic, left downway runway 2.
And here's the Forest Hill Bridge. Steep right turn. Forest Hill Bridge. There she is. And since we said Lake Clementine, we're just going to take a little run up here. Okay, there's
There it
Lake
is.
Clementine.
Right there. Oh my goodness,
Wow,
still running.
still over the top. Holy mackerel. Okay, so there she is straight ahead. I see the wires way down below us. So there it is. And let's head to Auburn now. So we're going to climb now. That's why you're seeing a lot of sky. Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 331 in Quebec is 3 miles to the east. Going to make left traffic for 25 Auburn. Full stop.
Neutral traffic, Sky Alpha 227.
There's the airport straight ahead.
Neutral traffic.
So we're going to, instead of coming in straight in,
You ready, Michael? 015. Alright, I'll go ahead.
a modified base, we're going to do the 45. We're going to do the whole thing here.
And Auburn traffic, Warrior 50 Sierra is departing runway 25 for a straight out departure. Auburn.
And Auburn traffic, 1 in Quebec, just crossed over Highway 80 near the Forest Hill Bridge. You're going to enter a 45 for left traffic, 25 Auburn, full stop. Okay, that's how you enter it when a busy day.
Neutral traffic, Sky Alpha 47 Papa. Turning final, runway 2, neutral traffic.
I think he's a nut tree. Okay, we're going to do the gas now, the gumps. Gas, got the mains on and the fuel pumps on. Undercarriage, believe it or not, we're in gear speed, so we're going to put the flaps down and the gear down.
015 turning base for runway
One plane there. They got the green. Mixture's up. Well, we'll put the pumps up now. Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 1 in Quebec's on a 45, about to turn left downwind for runway 25 Auburn, full stop. And drop the wing real quick, make sure nobody's creeping up on me. There isn't. Alright.
Auburn traffic, Archer 832 Mike is taking off runway 25 south. Departure, Auburn.
Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 1 in Quebec now is turning left downwind, runway 25 Auburn, full stop. I see the guy upwind.
There is upwind, got the downwind traffic in sight.
Okay, I got the upwind traffic in sight. There's a guy on the runway. I'm looking at him. Looking straight ahead. Nobody there. Line. We're a blue line. We're perfect.
Downwind traffic, Cessna 18015, going around.
Okay, anybody waiting to go? Nobody waiting to go. So we'll do a close-in left base. Kind of like my 3-3 landing in Oakland, but this time it's to the left. We're all configured for landing. Everything looking good. Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 1 in Quebec, close in left base, runway 25, Auburn, full stop. Okay.
Did you say there was a crop duster in there?
If there's a crop duster, he's down low.
Going down the river right now at the levee. Thank you.
Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 1 in Quebec, close in left base, turning short final, runway 25, Auburn, full stop.
And Auburn traffic, Warrior 50 Sierra is departing to the south. Last call, Auburn. Michael, I'm switching the fingers. Neutral traffic, Sky Alpha 7 Echo Papa. Upwing.
Auburn traffic, Aero 4443 X-ray. We're taxiing from Mach 5 to runway 25.
Okay, what do you call that? I'm waiting for the grade for the landing from the wife.
Is that my greaser?
That's the greaser. It is. All right. Yeah, but it took more of the runway to do that. So we're going to, we'll just go to the end. Save the brakes, even though the shop's going to be replacing the brakes probably at annual. So that was beautiful Lake Tahoe to Auburn. And let's call clear as soon as we're clear. Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 1 Quebec is clear of runway 25 going to park on Auburn. So here's a taxi in for Auburn. New hangar here going up. You might have seen it a couple weeks ago with just the structure. This is my most fun thing to do is to go down the street, drop the wife off to get the car that we left here. Because the street is also a taxiway. She doesn't like this idea. Okay, down the street we go. Here's the shop where the plane is going to get us annual. And let me stop before you jump out, honey. Okay, jump out. You can leave it open. Can't hear me. Doesn't have her headset on. All right, now we make a U-turn and head to parking. Thanks for riding along.